Is your business one lost file away from disaster? Client contracts, financial records, client data? A messy system isn't just annoying. It could actually cost you clients, money, and definitely your peace of mind. What if I told you the secret to good file management isn't some complicated system, but is unlocking the organizational superpower that you already possess? Today, we're not just talking about files and folders. Let's talk about 6 unique organizational styles. Different ways people naturally approach organization. You'll discover your organizational type, and once you do, you'll finally learn how to set up a file system that works for you. Get ready to transform your business from chaos to control. I'm Tracey, your digital coach, and this is the I Get It Tech class. Stick around to the end of this video where I have a bonus for you. People tend to struggle with managing files for many reasons. A lot of it comes down to information overload and decision fatigue. Information overload means we constantly create and receive a huge amount of digital items, making it hard to keep up. Decision fatigue sets in when faced with countless choices of where to save files, where to download files, and how to name files, leading to procrastination. Instead, the path to organizing files is acknowledging that people are wired differently and have their own internal systems of organization. Every business owner has their own unique discipline superpower. Here's how each type tends to manage files, along with simple suggestions of where to start improving your file management. The doer. They're all about action and getting tasks done. Day in and day out, they thrive on productivity and clear next steps. You need a file system that is practical and gets the job done. File things immediately so you can keep up with your active workspace, keeping it clean and therefore efficient. Try keeping 3 top-level folders. I suggest inbox, current work, and finished. Move or create your project folders into one of these 3. That way, with these 3 on your top level, you can quickly see what is active and what is your priority. Also, make it a habit to move files through these stages, if not daily, at least weekly. So you're making sure that that current work folder stays lean and actually has your actual working files, your prioritized files and folders and projects in there. The planner. You love to plan everything out and set up the perfect system before beginning. You think about the big picture and long-term organization. Use your knack for structure and rules to manage your files. Create clear, logical folders from the start. And by logic, it's going to depend on what works for you, but a consistent naming system is going with date, your project name, the type of document, and by that I mean, is it a financial file? Is it a marketing file? If you create a folder for each of your clients or projects, build a master template. This is where you create your folder and then all the subfolders in it that you use very often. Name that top level folder master template and leave it empty. So when you start a new client or a new project, copy that master template. All the subfolders will also be copied with it, and rename this new copy to whatever your new project is. You're already starting your project with an organizational structure. Listen, if you're finding this information useful, click subscribe below so you can be updated when I publish more tips like this. And like this video. The SIMPLIFIER. You focus on cutting out anything unnecessary, and you tend to keep things lean and focused. You value speed and efficiency. Continue keeping your file system super minimal. Don't scrimp on folder names or file names though. Be sure to give your files and folders descriptive names, even if they're a little long, because that will help you in the long run to figure out where your files are in certain folders or what a file is. If you're not sure whether to delete something or not, create an overall folder, a top-level folder named Archive. Put your folders in there that you are not sure whether to delete or not, and revisit this folder periodically to purge what you don't need. And empty your recycle bin regularly. The Trooper. You're creative, active, always ready for whatever may happen, good or bad. You tend to work on the fly as you are inspired. While your daily filing might not have a clear, visible structure, having a backup system will make you bulletproof. Set up automated backups to cloud storage like OneDrive or Dropbox and test your recovery once in a while to make sure it works. Check and see that the files that you're backing up are in that backup space. Consider creating one top-level folder that's highly visible and contains your critical business information. In fact, name it critical business data. That might be your financial records, your customer data, branded graphics, your business strategy. But ensure that only these absolutely vital files reside here. And this is the first folder that you back up. This is always your priority, your data bunker, if you will. Your daily files might be a bit messy, but your core foundation is protected. Let me know in the comments if you have some suggestions or tips on organizing your files, especially based on these different personality types, or if you have questions. I do read and respond to them. The Saver. You're a person who is super careful and takes a good accounting of whatever it is, your files, your money, your inventory, and you make sure everything is adding up. You tend to prioritize accuracy and security. So first, as a saver, understand with your files, when you delete them, they don't get deleted right away. They get stored in a recycle bin. So don't be afraid to clean up some of the clutter. Delete files that you probably aren't using or won't need. You can always go back to the recycle bin and pull them back out. If you aren't already, use a detailed file naming system. I mentioned this earlier. One way to go is naming your files starting with the date, year, month, and day, the project name, and the type of document that you're working on. This way, every file is clear at a very quick glance. For organizing your folders, consider using top-level folders based on the subject. You might have a folder for finance, a folder for marketing, a folder for clients, and then create subfolders within those top-level folders that make sense. Having a backup system will also make sure that your critical files are never lost. So if you are comfortable with backing up in the cloud, automate your backup using OneDrive or a Google Drive. If you don't feel secure or for whatever reason don't want to back up your files in the cloud, you can use built-in Windows utilities or third-party software to still automate your backups to a separate drive connected to your computer. The Learner. You're always curious, seeking new information, and trying to improve. You value knowledge discovery and resources, and you do tend to collect a lot of them in articles, notes, and other research. You probably also share folders and documents online in collaboration with others. Create a knowledge-based system. Beyond typical project folders, create dedicated sections for research, resources, or ideas. Use tools to allow you to search through your files effectively. Labels or tags for your files help you search for files based on how you've already categorized them. And learn to use the different search options to search by date and file type. So go ahead and discover your natural organizing style. Build a system that finally works for you and watch your business thrive. Check down in the description for a link to a quiz where you can determine what your natural organizing style is. It's time to take control of your files and your business's future. Check this playlist for more videos on how to organize and manage your files.